Hey, welcome back to my Forbidden Lands solo playthrough. So in our last tragic episode, the group stumbled upon this village of Garganshire who was having an issue with night wargs. And so the group traveled into the swamp, set up an ambush. That didn't go quite so great, and Jessup and Torg both ended up getting killed. Um, and Tabitha was left for dead. She came to after a few hours, was able to, well, she found that her comrades were not only dead, but had been evaporated into darkness, basically. And anyway, she was able to make her way back to the tent, pass out there for a few hours, and then travel back to the village um, during the next day. And I'm going to say that who should she find as she stumbles into the tavern? But our old friend Hera and her rival adventuring party that we met on the road in the last episode. And Tabitha turns out all of the stops as far as her persuasion and her performance. And she convinces that Hera's heroes need to join with her and get revenge for her fallen comrades. So, our at least temporary party members are Hera, who is an Asline fighter. She has a leather armor and a short sword. Let's see, what was her bio? Yeah, she was the strongest of her clan, and then in a bloody battle, and then she went on a long march. And she's the leader of her group, which she calls the Hera's Heroes. Next up is Tusk. He is an orc fighter. He has a battle axe, light crossbow, and studded leather. Then there is Snake, a goblin rogue, who has a dagger, leather armor, and a short bow. And finally, there is Sunlight, a death magic sorcerer. I'm thinking that she's always so dark and grouchy that everyone calls her Sunlight, ironically. So she has a cloak and a staff, some expensive wine, and a couple of doses of hallucinogenic poison. And she has, she has Path of Death at ranked 1, so I'm pretty sure that means she can cast any of the Path of Death ranked 1 spells, in addition to the ranked 1 general spells. But I actually have not ran a magic user before, so I could be doing this wrong, but I think that's what it is. But she has no willpower, so she's going to have to push some rolls to build up willpower before she can cast spells. I've also upgraded Tabitha to be a full-on character with, I gave her adaptive talent, a Path of the Hem, and Knife Fighter. I think all of this is, I mean, all of this stuff that's in the drop section is actually on the mule. So that's why she's okay as far as encumbrance goes. And yeah, I think that's it. She has convinced these adventurers, whether it's out of the goodness of their hearts to help out the town, or maybe she's overstated the amount of loot that these night wargs might have. But however she did it, she's convinced them to join her. And now this large party is headed back to the swamp, back to that shack, for another showdown with these night wargs, and hopefully to end their reign of terror once and for all. So let's go ahead and play that out. Let's see what happens. My thought is that after this battle, anyone who survives maybe will join us as regular party members on our quest, because Tabitha still has these tablets, right, that Targ had, and she still is determined to make it to the Eye of the Rose. I mean, it was originally her idea, her plan to go there anyway. Jessup just sort of kind of went along with it because he didn't have anything else to do. So now she has both these tablets and her original mission. So she definitely wants to continue on. Okay. So let's say I think she's going to need to rest at least one full day at the inn. And we will set out the next day, the next morning. So I'll go ahead and move this to morning. We will go ahead and do our morning procedures. So I will shuffle the deck of cards. The XP prompts, I don't think she's going to gain any XP. All she did was travel back to the village. We will go ahead and do we'll go ahead and do the weather. So, oops. Okay, 4. So 4 moves this way. Oops. So what is that? Cloudy with no breeze really. So another sort of gloomy day, but at least it's not drizzling. Okay, so since we're not moving through a hex that we have already been in this hex before, so we don't have to make any lead the way checks. I think technically we do need to have an initiative. Not initiative, an encounter. Can't talk today. So maybe we should go ahead and that's not what I wanted. We should go ahead and assign tasks, I guess, right? Everybody's gonna travel. Who is gonna? Let's put Snake on watch. And Tabitha will lead the way, I guess. Although we don't have to roll lead the way, but she definitely knows the way. So we'll go ahead and make a roll for keep watch. Make Snake to roll a keep watch roll. Oh, so I was going to mention so the rules say that companions don't get any talents. I think they get 1 talent or something, and I don't understand why that is. I'm thinking with all the automation that the VTT provides, it just seems to make more sense to just keep them as regular characters. I mean, it's more fun, I think, to have them have talents. So, like for example, Snake has this 6th sense. So he gets a +1 when an enemy tries to ambush him or perform a sneak. So that I don't think that would apply towards keeping watch anyway. So, but I was just going to mention that I've kept on these new guys. I've kept their talents. I don't know if that's going to come into play very often or not, but anyway, that way if they do become a hero or die, or if Tabitha passes away, heaven forbid, and we need to upgrade one of these guys, I mean, their talents are right there. So anyway, all right, so he failed, so we will just go ahead and so does this mean we just do a general encounter, or do we still need to draw this card? I think it means we do a general encounter because we can't, well, as long as it's not an ace, I guess we can just see. We'll just flip a card. 10, random encounter. Okay, so we'll just roll a random encounter. We are in the marshlands. No encounter. Okay, good. Now, do we want to go ahead and do the same thing where we set up camp? Just to, I mean, I don't know what else we're going to do. These things don't come out till night. So I guess we might as well. Might as well make camp. Who is good at, I think Hera will make camp. So at least one other person's going to help her, so I'll give her a +1. Okay, so she was able to make a successful camp. So everyone will just rest up for the next quarter, and then we will travel back to the marsh as the sun falls and set up our ambush again. Tabitha's probably having some PTSD about now. But she knows exactly where they're going to come out. I think she will hang back. She doesn't have a ranged weapon. I should have bought her one when we were in town. Actually, she probably could have took Jessup's. Actually, yeah, Jessup had a... What did he have? A light crossbow. Yeah, I think she could take that. I'm going to give her this light crossbow, and he had a D12 arrows, so I'm going to take those D12 bolts as well. Why is she overweight? I guess I'll move her loot back to the donkey. Why is she's still overweight? This drop stuff must be counting into her. And oh, because she's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5. Okay, yeah. Jeez, people cannot carry things in this game. Was she gonna take off her clothes? Well, why wouldn't she put her food and water on the donkey? I think that's what she would probably do. So I'm just going to ignore the fact that she's overweight. And why is she down 1 on agility? She's rested, so I'm going to go ahead and rest her. Yeah, okay. All right, so she has a crossbow now. Snake will probably hang back too, as will Sunlight. And then we'll put our 2 fighters, Tusk and Hera, up closer. And then sure enough, as night falls, the 2 night wargs appear. And once again, battle is joined. I like to think that Tabitha will yell, "For Jessup! For Targ!" Okay, drawing cards. Wait, why is this round 6? I'm going to have to end the combat and do it again. There, okay. Now we'll draw. And we'll begin. Okay, so Tabitha actually goes first. Now her new talent, Path of the Hem. You could help a broken comrade. Okay. So I need to remember that if anybody gets broken, she can help them with a song. She also has a knife fighter talent, which gives her, I think, a +1 with a knife. Okay, but I want to have her shoot her light crossbow because she has it readied. So I think she can use her fast action to aim, and which will give her a +1. And she will fire at that closest warg. And she hits it for 2 points. I'll roll his armor. And he misses. So he takes 2 damage. Okay. That's good, but the last fight started out like that as well. So not gonna keep a whole lot of faith in it. Alright, Hera's turn. So Hera has a leather armor and a long sword. She does have the sword fighter's talent, so we're going to have to immediately decide if we're going to let our companions use talents or not, because that would give her a +1. I think she's going to use her fast action to move within arm's length of this one, and then her slow action to swing her longsword. And I'm going to let her use sword fighter. Whoa, that's a lot of dice. But only 1 hit. She's definitely not pushing that. So she swings 2 damage to this guy. Oops. He's going to make his armor save. And not do anything, so he's going to take 2 damage. Okay, which Night Warg is it? Night Warg on Hera is going to roll his attack. The Night Warg bites the arm or leg of one of the adventurers and locks its jaws in a brutal grip. Roll the attack using 7 base dice and weapon damage 2. If hit, the adventurer is grappled. So, and he missed. Wow, that's lucky. So the Night Warg leaps forward, snatching at Hera's arm, and Hera just brushes it back. Okay, Sunlight's turn. Sunlight does not have a ranged weapon. Is she going to rush in and try to smack it with a staff? I think that's what she needs to do, because she needs willpower points to fuel her spells. She does not. The only way she's going to get willpower points is by attempting combat actions. So I think she will use her fast action to rush at this one, slow action to swing her staff, oh, she hits. I think she's going to push it though to try to get. How many dice was that though? Yeah, she's going to push it to try to get some willpower. She gets 2 willpower, but she takes 2 damage to her strength, which is pretty bad. She's only got 2 more left, but she does have 2 willpower, and so now she can cast a spell next turn. Now that is a hit for 1 damage, unless the Warg's armor blocks it, and it does. Okay, now the other Night Warg. Is it going to go for Hera, or is it going to head for this other one? I think it will head for this. I think it will head for Tusk. Rending attack. The Night Warg leaps forward, tearing at an adventurer using its sharp claws. The victim is attacked using 8 base dice, weapon damage of 1, and it missed. Holy cow! These things must still be a little bit off their game from the last battle. Maybe they're a little fearful of humans and orcs. Okay, Snake's turn. Snake's gonna kind of use his. Actually, he better not. He's gonna use his slow action, his fast action to aim, and his slow action to fire at this. Is with his short bow. Now short bows. Range of short. Let me look up short bow real fast. Actually, let's just look at. All right. Well, they're already at near, so I don't. They're not going to get a penalty with a short bow. It's definitely going to be within range. Okay, so he has to ready. He has to ready it. Oh wait, no, he readied it before before combat started. So he can take aim as his fast action and shoot as his slow action. Okay. So he will short bow. He'll get a +1 for aiming. Now, that's another thing. Does it say shooting into melee? Is that a problem? I would think that. Each weapon range is shooting at someone action, blah, 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 shoot, blah, parry. And it doesn't say anything about shooting into melee. Man, I would think that would make you really nervous. Your buddy's right there. Tusk is right there, but I guess I could give it a -1. We could just say whenever we're shooting into melee, you have to take a -1. Let's just do that. Let's just, unless that's just my D&D thinking, and then maybe it's not a big deal. Okay, we'll just say -1 when you're shooting into melee. Someone who's already in melee. So here we go. Roll of bones. That is 1 hit for 1 point of damage, and he's not going to push that. Oh, armor blocks it. Armor blocks it. How much longer can we keep this up? All right, Tusk's turn. Tusk will save one of his actions to parry or dodge. Actually, no, he won't, because he's the last person in the round. So he will. Does he have to do anything special for a battle axe? That's just a one-handed battle axe, so I don't think so. What else can he do with his fast action? I don't think he can do anything with his fast action. He's just going to try to hit this thing with his battle axe. Oh, excellent hit. 2 successes, 3 damage. So the monster rolls his armor. Oh, armor blocks 1 of them, so that he takes 2 points of damage. And just like that, he is halfway to dead. Okay, it's Tabitha's turn again. She can reload her crossbow, or she could run in and try to stab this guy with her knife. I think she's going to hang back. I think she's going to... let's see, does this say... What's the rules for reloading? It says slow reload. Let's look up slow. Nope. That'd be... I don't remember seeing that in ranged. Okay, crossbows don't need to be readied. Instead, you must load a crossbow. Slow action before each shot. You can carry a loaded crossbow. Okay, so yeah. Is there anything she can use with her fast action? Don't think so. So she will load her crossbow this round. Okay, Hera, going to take another swing at this Night Warg in front of her. That's one hit for 2 damage. Blocks at 1, so it takes 1 point of damage. Okay, which Night Warg is that? That one? Okay. I think he's going to go after Hera again. Rending attack. Oh no, this one's so this leaps forward with its claws. So this is not, this one did the try to bite the limb last time, so it can do this one. And it's hit for 2 points of damage. Now Hera, can this be parried? Leaps forward. It does not say it can be parried, so she's going to have to dodge. She does have her fast action left, so I do believe that she can dodge. This is a slashing attack. She's not going to try to stand. She's just going to leap out of the way. And she failed. Oh no, she got 1 success. So that blocks 1 point of damage. So she still takes 1 point. It's not too bad. But now she is prone, and she's going to have to spend her fast action to get up next turn. Okay, Sunlight needs to get out of melee so that she can cast a spell. I don't think you can cast a spell in melee. I can look that up real quick. Slow action. You spend 1 more will, accumulate willpower, level, rolling dice, overcharging. Oh, actually, yeah, I think some of the magic might actually need to be in range, in melee. So, let's see, where's her spells? Let's look at what Chill of the Grave does. Yeah, arm's length. Actually, this would be good. Victim becomes cold, 1 point of damage to both strength and wits, and then they suffer 1 point of damage each round until the total amount of damage equals the power level. Okay, so that's actually pretty good. She might cast that. Let's see what Contaminate. Your victim, who must be a living humanoid. I think I'm going to say that's not the case. Okay, she can't do that because she's not at short range. She's not near, so I think she's going to cast Chill of the Grave. Now, she does not have the ingredient Psychic Power. Okay, I'm gonna have to look at the rules. Okay, casting spells. Okay, the number of willpower points you spend when you cast a spell is called its base power level. Dice roll and other factors can further modify the power level. You never fail at casting. Instead, you roll a number of base dice equal to the number of willpower points you spend. If you roll success, it's overcharged. If you roll a skull, you get a mishap. You can cast a spell every success increases the power level by 1. Okay, mishap. Safe casting. Cast a lower. Okay, so if you cast a spell at a lower rank than your talent rank for the discipline, you may opt to roll 1 less die for every point of difference. This reduces the risk. I don't want to do that. So safe casting is 0. Range, duration, willpower points. Okay, so why can't I can't spend 2 willpower points? Oh, there you go. Okay. No, that seems weird. What the heck is going on? Why is this? I think this UI is messed up here. I think I want to spend both of my willpower points so that I get it 2 dice for the power level of 2. Now, what is chance casting? And what is psychic power? Why are those not in this? Okay, I'm not going to check chance casting because maybe that's from one of the expansions, maybe Raven's Purge. I don't know. Okay, so guess I'm going to roll this. Okay, so no overpower and no mishaps. It used both of her willpower. So now the victim becomes cold, immediately suffering 1 point of damage to both strength and wits. Victim continues to suffer 1 point of damage to these attributes each round until the total amount of damage equals the power level. Okay, so she reaches out and the grave cold, the grave does 1 point of damage, doesn't have any wits, so that doesn't help. Cold is not going to hurt it. But it will take another point of damage next round as well. Okay, so that was Sunlights. Now it's the other Night Warg, still on Tusk. Locked Jaw. Bites the arm or the leg, and it missed. Wow, these guys are getting lucky. Snake's turn. Snake fired his bow last time, so he's going to need to ready it again and then fire it again. And we're going to give it apply -1 because of the shooting into melee. And he gets 1 hit for 1 point of damage. Let's see if we can block it with its armor, and it does. Now, one thing I forgot to do is Snake needs to roll for his arrows. And he's fine. That was for his first shot. And here's for his second shot. Oh, it goes down. And that reminds me, Tabitha needs to do the same thing for her first shot for her crossbow. And it's fine. She's got a lot of bolts. Okay. Tusk's turn. He's going to... Well, I guess it's not going to matter if he saves his action, so he's just going to wallop with his battle axe. One hit for 2 damage. So it takes 2 damage. And this thing is hurting. Alright, next round of combat. Okay, another round of combat starts. So far, this battle is definitely going the way of the heroes, unlike the last one. So, Tabitha has reloaded her crossbow last round, so now she's going to aim and fire. She gets a -1 because she's shooting into melee, but a +1 for aiming, so no modifier there. And she fails. holds. I think she's going to push. Uh-oh. Okay, so she got a hit, but she broke the crossbow and she took 2 damage to agility. So whatever she did to this crossbow, like it worked. She hit him. Maybe she's like, bastard monster, this is for Jessup. But however, whatever she did, not only did she injure herself severely, but she damaged the crossbow. Which, let's see, how much damage can it take? Oh, it's pretty much junk now. Like it's totally a 0 bonus. So, okay, well she hit it for 1 point or 2 points of damage. So let's see if this thing can resist it with its armor. It does 1, so it only takes 1 point. Man, that would have killed it. That would have been fitting. So I think next round Tabitha's going to ditch her crossbow and go in for the kill. Meanwhile, Hera will save. Oh, she's got to spend her fast action to stand up because she dodged last time. And now her slow action, she will swing her long sword. Hit 1 for 2 points of damage. So he takes 2 points of damage. Man, I think we might all survive this one. Okay, Night Ward. Which one is... I think he attacked Hera last time. I think he's going to attack Sunshine this time. Let's roll... Attack. Woo! Throat bite is not good. It missed! It rolled 10 dice and completely missed. Man, so far combat in this game is super swingy because that's the exact attack that totally killed Jessup with a massive, huge hit. And yeah, totally missed Sunshine. So yeah, okay, so beginning of Sunshine's turn, the monster is going to take 1 more point of damage from the cold, and now that spell's over with. I think Sunshine's going to try to just whack this thing with her staff and finish it off. And that's a hit, 2 hits for 2 points of damage. This could kill it. It does. So yeah, so Sunshine just says, enough of this! Whack! And is dead. Alright, the last one's going to get 1 more attack on Tusk. Oh, that's more like it. 2 hits with another at the throat bite. 2 hits for 3 damage. Okay, so can this be parried? It can be parried. Okay, so he's gonna try to parry it. Oh, it's got his parry is a +2. Maybe he should try to dodge instead. I mean, a -2. He should try to dodge instead. I think that's what he's gonna do. He's gonna dodge out of the way. I don't think he wants to do that. It is a slash attack. Okay. Oh, he misses his dodge, so he's going to take 3 points of damage. Half of that amount damage rounded up to empathy as well, so he's going to take 2 points to empathy. Ooh, that almost breaks him. And he becomes cold. So yeah, that's kind of more what these guys were like during the last fight, right? So the Night Ward tries to rip out Tusk's throat. He dodges out of the way, doesn't help him, but now he's still prone, if that matters. Because next up is Snake. Snake, I think, is going to ready and shoot and try to take this thing out with one last arrow. Yeah, that's a big fail. He's not going to push that. He's going to roll his arrows. And no problem. Okay. That's it for Snake. Okay, Tusk. Oh, it will matter then, because he's going to have to spend his... Actually, he spent his fast action to dodge. He's just going to have to spend his slow action to get up, I think. I'm pretty sure that's how that would work. So yeah, he's going to get up. Alright, Tabitha drops the crossbow on the ground. I'm going to give her that as a free action. And I'm going to let her fast action, she runs forward. She probably needs to draw her knife. You know, she's just overcome with emotion. She wants to kill this thing so much, not just for her own well-being and mental health, but for vengeance against her companions. I'm going to say she was able to drop the crossbow, pull the knife, run forward, and stab all in one. You know, it's against the rules, but sometimes drama has to break the rules, right? So she's going to do her attack with Knife Fighter. And 2 hits, 2 points of damage. How much is blocked by this thing's armor? It needs to roll 2 successes to survive. It rolls only 1 point of damage. She cuts it, twists, pulls it, and it just disappears. She says, "That's for my companions, bastard." And the other Night Warg is dead. So, yeah. The Night Wargs are defeated. The village is saved. Really, only Tusk was injured. Just a lot luckier battle than what we saw previously. Okay, so the group will return to their camp, where they will spend. Let's see. So it was definitely night. So they will spend a watch sleeping, which we need to probably roll an encounter for that. Go ahead and do that. I think it's just a general encounter if you're keeping watch over a camp. General encounter. Yeah, okay, so we'll just do a general encounter here. And actually nobody is keeping watch, right? Maybe we should have Snake keep watch. So I'll go ahead and have Snake. Actually, you know what? What am I thinking? Sunlight is an elf. She has, what does this inner piece do? By spending a willpower point, you can enter a state of deep meditation. When you emerge from meditation, you have healed all damage to all attributes as well as any critical injury. Oh, okay, that's just for healing. Alright, never mind. I think Snake is going to be the one to keep watch, and everybody else can rest. He'll make his keep watch. Okay, he succeeds. I need to see what a general encounter here. It is a 9 of clubs. Signs of a recent battle. D6 fresh graves. Site is possibly haunted. Yeah, no shit. This has been the site of 2 recent battles. And the place was definitely haunted by night wargs, which we have cleansed. So I'm going to say that's all the Snake maybe was a little jumpy. Maybe saw some graves, but it was actually they weren't really graves because the victims of these narwargs vanish into darkness anyway. So anyway, everyone else can rest. Can I just click this? And yeah, be cool if you could click that and have everybody rest, but just rest everybody. Tusk and Sunlight are I think the only, actually Tusk might be the only one that actually needed to rest. Okay, so we'll start here, the new day. I think the group will return to town, collect a reward of some sort, and then yeah, then maybe we'll plan, then we'll do some planning and see how many of these new adventurers are going to stick with the party and how many of them are going to go off on their own, and yeah, we'll go from there. Okay, so we're ready to start a new day, and I think the group is going to head back to the village. Because we've already traveled this way, we don't have to do a lead the way. So I think everybody will just hike. We actually could probably just skip through this, but I am going to roll an encounter just in case. So we'll go ahead and make a keep watch roll. Snake's going to stay on watch. He passes, so now we will flip a card for, oh actually there, should have shuffled these, I think. Did we do the experience? I don't think we did. Let's do that real fast. Can never remember the experience, so I'm going to go ahead and click it. Okay, doesn't participate, doesn't count. Did you travel through at least one hex that you had not visited? No. Did you discover a new adventure site? No. Did you defeat one or more monsters? Yes. And did you find a treasure? Actually, the wargs didn't have any treasure, so no. So only one experience point. But hey, every little bit counts. And Tabitha, this is her first experience point. First time as a real PC. Congratulations, Tabitha, on your first experience point. Okay, now I'll go ahead and flip an encounter. 3 of hearts is nothing. Oh, no, 3 of hearts is a random encounter table. So, random encounter. And we are in the marshlands. No encounter. Okay. Good. Did I put that back? Okay. Yep. All right. So we travel back to the village. Morning passes. We arrive in the village. The villagers are just going to have to take our word for the fact that we killed these night wargs, since they vanish into nothingness when they get killed. We don't really have any proof. I mean, I guess we could show the injuries and stuff we have left, but yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say they scrounge together 1d4 gold pieces. Yeah, 1 gold piece. All right, well, we didn't really do it for them, right? We did it for revenge, for Jessup and Torg. So I'll go ahead and give Tabitha 1 gold piece. Okay, so now we need to decide. So honestly, I thought at least a couple of these guys were going to get killed in this fight. And so I think we have too many people for sure. So I really like experimenting with the magic, so I want to keep Sunlight, and for some reason I just kind of like Snake, so I want to keep Snake. And I thought about maybe just doing a 3-person party like we had before, but then we don't have any kind of frontline fighters. We just have, you know, a minstrel and a hunter and a mage, which It seems a little dangerous. So I think we're gonna keep either Tusk or Hera. And honestly, Tusk might be a little more interesting, but I think story wise it doesn't make as much sense for Hera to leave the party. I guess she could be mad that Tabitha sort of took over, but I kind of like the idea that maybe Tusk has decided to use his gold pieces that he's gained in his life of adventuring to maybe settle down in this town. Maybe he's has his eye on one of the barmaids. Maybe he's sees a nice little plot of land just outside town, and he's gonna try to go legit, try to make a go of it in the real world. And who knows? Maybe we'll see Tusk again. So I'm gonna say that's what happened. Tusk says goodbye to his compatriots and decides to stay on in this village. So I think we're gonna have another night of a final farewell night of carousing at the inn, especially since I think the villagers will let us stay and eat here for free. So yeah, we will say the day goes by, and we see Tusk off in style, and we plan on leaving first thing in the morning. So I guess I can shuffle these. There's no experience points. We do need to roll for weather. And then we need to decide where we're going. So yeah, let's go ahead and roll for weather. I'm gonna edit this. I'm gonna edit this guy. I think I'm gonna be rolling 2d6 more often than I'm gonna be rolling 1d6. I'll roll my 2d6 on the weather. 7. Okay, so 7 hits the blocker here. So I need to pull up the I'm not sure. Can't remember what happens there. So let me go check my PDF that this thing came with. Forbidden Lands. Okay, where is it at? Why would I have not saved it in my typical directory? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, well, I'll check that later. Sorry about wasting that time. But for now, we'll just say it stays here. So it is, what is that? Cloudy with basically no breeze. I do wish this had something about the temperature. See if it was like normal or if it gets hot. But yeah, so far I am enjoying this weather thing. It's kind of fun. Okay, so I think that's it for the new... Yes, that's it for the new day procedure. Now we need to decide where we're going to go. So let me move this guy real fast. Gotta unlock it. And then I'll go ahead and relock it. Okay, so originally we were going to continue along the lake Varda here, and then follow this river down, I believe, to the mountains. So I think we should stick with that. So I think I'm going to end the episode here, and in the next episode we will begin our journey to the west, and then maybe we'll do a little stopover here at whatever this little settlement is here, and then I think we kind of talked about maybe exploring these ruins here, whatever Verasa is. So yeah, we will do that in the next episode. Thanks for joining me.